It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Aviators and the Bisons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from OKC. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Atkins now throwing to start the drive. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. They run the counter. Bonds, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Atkins. He finds his man. Complete. It's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Atkins. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the young man making his first NFL start. A big spot here for the rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
He's got long over the middle, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. Baker.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Here's Petty. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Petty now.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atkins to throw. Throwing to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here's Atkins. Off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Atkins.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Atkins. In trouble, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. A third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Here's second and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 41, here's second and 6.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's long. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rowe. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing again on second down. Patty got a man, and he hits him in stride. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rowe. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
Now back to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Aviators post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bison's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Means and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tap.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Atkins throwing to start the drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try the left side. Bonds. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Atkins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Atkins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On third down, Bonds. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Adkins.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 10.
They run the counter. Bonds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, Bonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bisons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. From the 29, Penny. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Means, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rowe. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
The Bison's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Atkins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
They'll try the left side. Bonds. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Aviators will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Atkins. Throwing to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Adkins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Adkins.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Aviators offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Rowe. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Means fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw. Adkins. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Aviators offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's long. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Rowe. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back to throw here.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on second down. Patty got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now a give right side. Bonds. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Atkins now. Off the play fake. He finds his man. Complete. It's Blake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And right side, they're going to go option here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. 2nd and 4. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Looking to throw. Atkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bisons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Here's Patty. And that'll be incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a handoff up the middle. Means, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Petty now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Aviators use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Aviators offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Petty. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Adkins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's got long over the middle, complete.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Chicago.
In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Rowe. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's long. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
1st down, Aviators.
Back to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Offense is moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Adkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 8.
Operating from the gun. Adkins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Back to throw. Adkins. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Big strides. Look at him go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Looking to throw. Adkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bisons have got it back to within a score.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he will find his man on the outside.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Blake.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back-to-back completions here to Freeman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.